I'm going to be Dr. Zealot because that's how this works here. Whoever sits in front of the nameplate is who they say they are, apparently. So, I'm having... Oh, no! Okay, how are you guys doing today? So yeah. It's kind of sad that to see a bunch of players kind of go toward the MOBAs like LoL and Dota, but between you and me, I still think StarCraft 2 has the highest skill cap here in all of the esports. I see Dr. Zeld over there. He's like, oh my goodness, he's getting angry with me. He can hear me because this place is wide open. If you don't know, the players actually have to have the headsets on and earbuds in, you know, as a regular tournament usually does, so that they can't hear us because we're not in our own separate room here, and it's definitely not soundproof. There's a window, but the window doesn't have any glass in it. So it's actually quite a bit silly. And it seems like the chat really loves Dr. Zealot. I see things like, wow, Dr. Zealot, you're making me gay. And people just love you. And look, he comes in here. Come here, Tara Babcock. How are you doing today, Tara Babcock?
Sorry, I had to unmute my mic so the ladies and gentlemen on the stream could hear me, otherwise it'd be like all sorts of crazy.
All sorts of crazy. So how are you doing today? What's it like being Tara Babcock?
I'm doing really great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? I actually think I'm switching back to StarCraft 2 as my main game. Because being Dr. Zealot as I am, I really think I should take the high road here and just go with the better game. What do you think, Tara?
You know, I think StarCraft 2 is a really great game, but Dr. Zealot, he's not really great at StarCraft 2. He's actually really bad.
Oh, you heard it here, folks. The skill cap.
So he has to play a game that's not as good, or not as high level. He has to rely on his teammates and do other things like that. So he plays Dota 2. He can hide how bad he is.
My Dr. Zealot cheeks hurt from all this smiling here. Okay, so we're gonna introduce my water here that we have on this side.
Your water.
I'm Dr. Zealot. It's my water. Hello, this crazy chick.
I'm very
I don't
bad
know.
at roleplay.
You are very bad at roleplay. I can tell.
Especially in the bedroom.
I know. Your girlfriends have always told me. They're like, hey, Dr. Zealot, we were dressing up as, like, let's say cowboys.
I was channeling Tara Babcock there.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm bad at roleplay apparently. Oh my god. Okay, so this is aloe water. Aloe water. And it's got little flakes of stuff in it. Which is apparently aloe. And like all I've known about aloe is that you put it on your skin and it's good for your skin.
That's aloe extract. This is aloe juice.
So this is like straight up, like they took aloe, which is apparently like a plant, and just put it in here. Ingredients: aloe vera gel powder. Gel powder. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've never even heard of these two contrasting
it has
types
calcium.
of elements.
It's got electrolytes. Look, it's got electrolytes on it.
Oh my goodness.
Look, it has electrolytes. It's got honey too. It's got honey in it. That's why it tastes so honey.
50
like
people are watching us do this right now. It's quite good. This is quite good.
But ladies and gentlemen, if you do like us or aloe vera water or Game Clucks or StarCraft 2 tournaments
Or Dota.
or Dota
Or anything.
Please follow the stream. It's up here. Is it up here? Yes, yes. It's up here. I'm touching the button with my hand right now. It's like right here. It's such a nice squishy button. You should squish it. It's like it's like a fluffy. Have you seen those Carbot animations for StarCraft 2?
No.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the little
like
show, the little
cute
show.
Circlings. They're like,
yeah. Oh my god. Yes, that's. Click the button.
oh my gosh. So yeah. If you like that, that's kind of what it's like. It's like a Carbot animation.
If you like anything, just click the button. Like anything at all. If you like murdering, click the button. Holy shit. Dr. Zealot funny bone here. Oh my Jesus. Oh.
Also, you can find both me, Tara Babcock, and her, Dr. Zealot.
I'm Dr. Zealot, and I do a show on, now it's Dota, it used to be Diablo, and you can find that at twitch.tv/Dr. Zealot TV or Dr. Zealot? Dr. Zealot TV. And you can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Dr. Zealot TV. And I tweet about Dota 2, and I cast Dota 2, and I cast StarCraft, and I play Dota 2, and I play StarCraft, and I play video games, and I'm awesome, and I stream a lot. Your turn.
And I'm Tara Babcock, and I am a really legitimate gamer. And you should tune into me at twitch.tv/Tara Babcock. And you can also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Tara Babcock.
I'm going to be so imba at casting one day that I'm going to need glasses that I don't need in order to slow down my
Don't you
vision.
already have those?
Yes, but mine aren't real. I can't see anything. You are so blind.
I'm in Platinum in StarCraft.
You're in Platinum now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've been in Platinum, right?
I've always been in Platinum.
You've always been in Platinum.
Yeah.
You're like Jay. He started out in Platinum. I feel below average being Gold. It's like most people are born Platinum.
I played StarCraft.
And I had to like
I played StarCraft
go
1.
up.
I played StarCraft
That's
1.
true. I only played Big Game Hunters, so.
So playing StarCraft 1, I just came into StarCraft 2, and sad is it to say, I haven't spent a lot of time getting better at StarCraft. I spent all my time getting better at Dota
And Diablo.
and Diablo.
And not playing hardcore. It's like, what?
What? I did.
You barely played hardcore. Oh. The agony. Okay, I'm gonna like die if I keep having these on.
The next game is coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's not.
Got it.
Oh! Invite! I have to use the bathroom first.
Okay.
It'll be quick.
I need to become Dr. Zealot again.
Nah.
What? I really do. I'm very uncomfortable being Tara Babcock. I'm like way too horny. I should not be this horny like all the time. This is definitely a Tara Babcock only thing. So I'm gonna become Dr. Zealot again. Here we go. Oh, that's better. That's much better. I gotta take this off though. 'Cause now I'm nice and warm from the game. Gotta invite, of course, Tara to the game here. There's like too many lists of friends. Tara, oh my gosh, this laptop. What is this supposed to even do? I don't understand. What is this thing? Okay, here we go. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright, we're gonna get this game started.
No, we're
As
not.
soon as I close out. Okay, they're both ready. The countdown has begun.
No. Oh, okay. You accepted from me or something?
I accept it for you.
Yes.
You did get invited.
So this is second game? No, this is first game, right?
This is the first game. This is going to be Sonic vs. Telia Light. This
On
is a Terran versus Terran. This is going to be one of the highest level games that we're going to see today.
Yes.
And it's going to be GSL Whirlwind.
GSL Whirlwind.
Yes, I love this map. This is an old Brood War map.
This is a beautiful map
It's so
with
great.
a whirlwind in the center. And spawning in the top right corner is the purple NRS Sonic. Got a little confused there because I was like, purple or pink? It's very similar.
Oh, they did this to us, didn't they? They did this on purpose.
Yes, this is going to be very difficult.
Now, in the bottom right-hand corner, you saw him take the last game very handedly. He is our Pink Terran Telia Light. Telia, of course, coming from Team Light, and Sonic coming from Team NRS. Both of them in pro-level teams, and both very good. These are professional players that we're watching now, so This isn't just your typical Masters or even your typical Grandmasters that you're seeing here today.
Yeah, definitely none of that boring move one tank up an inch, move the other tank up an inch, like really just passive play. We are not going to see that here between these two players. At least I'm anticipating and hoping. I'm really interested to see who can come out on top as far as macro and micro are concerned and what builds they're going to be doing. And it looks like Sonic is getting a gas while looks like Telia is just dropping down his racks.
Yeah, the refinery going down for Sonic. Kind of a tell that says he wants to go for a little bit of tech a little bit earlier. Maybe he wants to go for a Banshee. Maybe he wants to get his tank research up just a little bit earlier. Or maybe he just wants to get STEM up a little bit earlier. Who knows?
Yeah, he could be
It
going
is the
like
Terran race.
That's true. He could be going 1-1-1, going to transition later. It is a really, really big map. It's really hard to consistently scout, although both players do have that comlink, which is pretty OP for scouting.
He could even go Reaper expand. I mean,
Yeah.
The Terran have so many options at their fingertips. It's really unknown what we're gonna see. And actually, yeah, 3 harvesters. Okay. I thought there was 2 harvesters for a second.
The orbital is forming for Tilia, and it looks like he's getting his expand, taking his natural right after that 1 rack. So 1 rack to expand we got going down, and 1 base play it looks like from NRS Sonic, and it looks like he might be doing 1-1-1. Maybe he's just doing some early Hellion play. I'm not quite sure. The scout is coming in for Tilia Light on that, and he's going to see this, and I'm curious to see his reaction. Tech Lab is going down, so either he's going to pump out some Marauders or he's going to switch that with one of the buildings.
Oh, such a great run by there with the SCV. If you saw there for a second, the Marine body blocked the SCV and tried to stop it for just a second, just an extra second so he could get that extra shot off. And that's what you see at this high level of play, is just tiny little changes in the way that they move the units that causes that tiny little one shot to get off. And unfortunately, NRS Sonic was not able to get to kill that SCV in time. So the scout did go off on his base, and Telia does know what's going on, so he's going to go, oh my god. This is so greedy.
Tilia doing his greedy TVT build, which I think he does in every TVT now, which is actually kind of interesting. I might steal this from him, because I know that the standard MMM tank just meta is just not optimal for playing TVT. It's really... it's kind of a coin flip, really, and just like who can get the positional advantage and who can just run out of minerals first and who can deny more bases, which is essentially the game, but at the same time the mirror makes it a little bit frustrating. So I think Tilia kind of just opts out of that with this greedy build. As long as there's no really early, really strong aggression or all-ins, he should be able to come out ahead. And as I've said, it is the 1-1-1, and he's pumping out those Banshees, NRS Sonic is, that is. And coming across the map here is these Hellions. So Hellion scout into some Banshee play, which should be interesting for this really greedy Terran. And he scouts and sees the factory and the barracks that is going down.
Oh, but very critically, he does not see that both command centers are already down. So
that's true. He doesn't know that.
He knows at least that Telia is going to be vulnerable to this, and he's rallying the Banshee directly across the map. This Banshee could do a lot of damage right now. The engineering bay is going out, but it's going to be a little bit too late, and the Marines are out of position, but he might smell something. He knows the timing is about, at least on this map, about 7 minutes. So going ahead and moving his Banshee, moving his Marines in there, but he doesn't have enough Marines to take down this Banshee. This Banshee's gonna, if he's microing it correctly, he's gonna be able to kill all these Marines. He's in a lot of trouble right now.
Ouch. Yeah, it looks like Tilia Light is actually gonna lose his initial Marines to this Banshee, and he's probably gonna lose quite a few SCVs too. And the SCVs are running out of the way, but it looks like he's gonna get at least 2 down, 3, and they're there to just keep making that turret, but that turret, I don't know if it's going to ever go up. And it looks like he is just desperate to get that turret up. He doesn't care how many workers he's lost, and at this point in the workers killed tab, he has killed 9 workers so far, NRS Sonic has. But, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like this little Hellion and Marine Harass is coming out here, and it's doing pretty nice. But I don't think, yeah, he still doesn't know about his 2 expands.
Oh, but this is going to be crazy. He has a huge all-in
Yeah.
going in right now. He's got, oh my god, 7 Hellions. He's got a number of SCVs, and he's got double Banshee. He's just going to break the front of Telia Light right now. And
Oh
this
my
is
God.
why NRS Sonic is such a strong player. He read his opponent like a book, and now he's going to take him down. The Hellions are doing so much damage right now, and
Oh,
GG is called by
GG.
Telia Light immediately.
Wow, Telia Light did not have enough benefit from that extra greedy expand that he had there. If he would have just waited just a little bit longer, that would not have been a correct play there for Sonic. But Sonic knew that that timing with that all-in would definitely probably work. Definitely probably. I'm going to TM that because I say that so much.
Definitely, probably,
Maybe.
trademark.
Yeah, just great play by both players. One just going a little bit too greedy and not really scouting, but he didn't even care. Sonic didn't even care that he had those 2 bases. He was going to go for that all-in, and he was going to commit to it, and he was going to kick ass doing it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out what the map is. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Entombed Valley. And I have been promoted so that I can invite Tara to the game.
Why is everyone so BM against me?
I don't know. I think maybe you have a setting set. So
Oh,
that you
yeah,
can
it's so
invite in.
people can't, like, talk to me and stuff. That's true.
Alright, both players are ready, ladies and gentlemen. The countdown has begun. We're going to be going into game number 2 of Telia Light versus NRS Sonic.
Very exciting.
Is Sonic going to be able to shut Telia Light down again? Telia with a very greedy play in that first game. Sonic was able to read it and just shut him down with a couple of Banshees. It was a very, very well played play.
The Banshees harass, and at the same time, they deny that economic lead that Telia Light was trying to get. So, yeah, let's see what Telia Light is going to do to kind of rectify that issue there of being so open at that time. And let's introduce the players. In the top left-hand corner, we have the pink Terran player, Telia, from Team Light.
Down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you saw him read his opponent like a book in the last game. He is the purple Terran, Sonic.
Woo! The crowd goes wild.
Oh man, I was just like in a trance there for a second. I was really enjoying the music. I love StarCraft music so much, Tara.
Unfortunately, I can't hear it right now.
Oh, that's true.
It is a tragic
Do you have your music turned
turn of
on?
events. I do, because I'm on the headphones. I can't even listen to it.
Oh wait, you can't hear this? Oh. Okay, I'll fix that for next time. That's
Alright.
something that I can fix.
Yeah, that actually helps too when I actually hear events and things happening. I'll miss less because I can hear it.
That's true. Yeah, so like I actually like at work I have all the StarCraft music on my phone.
Oh, that is so awesome.
And so whenever I like sit down to program something, I usually will turn on like some Protoss music or something. It's just like it's so entrancing. It's good programming.
Yeah, that's really nice, like, you know, like ambiance type thing that you can have in the background all the time. It looks like both players are going for an identical build with the 1 Rax, except for it looks like Sonic is getting an early gas. I wonder if he's going to do like some Reaper harass maybe, or if he's just going to go... What is he going to do there? Is he teching up? Is he going to do a little bit more of that 1-1-1 play that he actually succeeded with last time? So
Yeah, the 1-1-1 was very strong for him, especially against an opponent who decides to go for 3 command centers first. And it looks like it is going to be a Reaper expand.
perhaps, or maybe he's just setting up so that he can switch his factory. He's getting his second gas, so something he needs is very gas heavy. And it looks like he's going for that expand again, Telia Light is, so we will see how well this 1 Rax expand. Maybe he's going to go into the greedy third, not quite sure.
Yeah, we're going to see the Reaper come out in just a few seconds here. He's going to be able to jump up this cliff here, and this is actually really good to do on this map. He's going to jump up the cliff, and he's going to try to get as much damage as he can on the mineral line here.
It's interesting, I actually thought this map was cross spawn only. Because they're relatively close by ground, and it does make these this Reaper harass a little bit more annoying, but this is a very big map.
This is the WCS version of the map, so unlike the ladder version of the map, it does have the neutral supply depots at the bottom of the ramp, but it is still a 4-player map, like the ladder version of the map. So it can lead to some interesting things. It is probably one of the older maps in the map pool, so...
That's true. The only issue I have with the non-cross spawns... The only issue I have with the non-cross spawns, sorry for interrupting you, is that the Zanaga Watchtower doesn't really help you if you're, you know, top and bottom spawn like that. So, it's kind of a little bit interesting. And it looks like, Sonic is going for a factory right now, while... Yep, and there it is, that macro expand there for Tilia Light, as always against TVT, which I think he probably learned from Kawaii Rice. I haven't watched Kawaii Rice's stream lately, but I do know that he favors macro play heavily. Oh, and he's going to run right in the front door with those Reapers, and they're going to get denied by these 3 Marines here. It's interesting.
Yeah, the Marines were hanging out on the top of this cliff, anticipating something. It looks like, yeah, he did get the scout on that, so he did know that the Reapers were very likely to come. So a very smart play here by Tilia Light, playing defensively, and going ahead and getting those 3 orbital commands up is definitely, as you said, Tara, a Kawaii Light style play. And he's got to be really careful with these Reapers. 2 HP on this one and only 20 on this.
Well, I mean,
look at be able to get away successfully.
Look at this non-add-on like barracks production here. He has 5 barracks just pumping out Marines. It looks like he's really just fixing that build from the last game where he didn't really have any production to kind of, you know, stop that harass that would come in his front door at this time. And it looks like he's going to go economic while also having the advantage in the army supply. He's got a slight advantage right now.
Yeah, and this is another key component of that Kawaii Light style play. He likes to go up to a number of racks. In fact, I expect him to go up to at least 8 racks before he starts making tanks. And this is the insanity of the Kawaii Light style play, is he just makes a ton of Marines until he hits 200 before he starts adding tanks into the mix. And the reason why he likes doing that is because STEM makes your unit so mobile and so powerful at the same time. Now, we do have the Banshee finishing up for NRS Sonic. It's going to fly across the map, and Cloak is about to finish at the same time. In fact, another Banshee is already in production. This Banshee may be able to do a lot of damage, but we already see 3 turrets making for Tilia Light in his base.
Exactly. Tilia's got even the Marine supply, his little Marine supply, just sitting there waiting for that Banshee to come in with that turret. So it looks like he's really ready for this attack, and it looks like Tilia's probably going to come out ahead after this.
He does have energy for a scan, and the scan goes down. It's going to be able to do some damage to that Banshee, but not enough to kill it.
It just outranges the Marines.
This Banshee's just going to be really annoying. He's going to try to prevent this missile turret from finishing. But the missile turret might finish. He might try to bait him into attacking some of these SCVs.
Nice multi-pronged harass there, but with the Banshee, or the Hellions. With the Hellions, but they didn't really do much damage. It looks like they only took out 5 workers on an economy like Tilia's. It's not that big of a hindrance there at this point in the game. Although, it looks like Sonic does have a fully functioning base here in his natural.
If we go take a look at the resources tab, we can see Sonic's resources are just going crazy right now. I'm not sure what Tilia is not doing. Let's see how he's mining here. Oh, of course, yeah, it was just a little glitch in the matrix there. The mules, of course, bring the income up so quickly, so fast for the Terran player.
That's true, Dr. Zealot. And although Tilia does have a 5-worker lead, it looks like Sonic is actually a little bit ahead in supply here. And he is actually going for some Raven Hellion play, which is pretty interesting and kind of different from the things that I've seen in the...
Mac.
Yeah, he is going mech. But adding that early Raven is actually pretty interesting. And it looks like 2 more barracks going down for Tilia Light in his natural. And instead of actually having that macro expansion here, Sonic is actually going to move, obviously, his third over to the third positioning as soon as he can, as he is killing off these destructible rocks here.
Yeah, as you know, as we were talking about earlier, Telia going up to 7 racks total, and that's how he likes to transition. He's just going to make 1,000,000 Marines and then use that to be mobile around the map. And we're going to go into a game that is mech versus bio here. This is going to be really interesting to watch, ladies and gentlemen, as Sonic here going with the mech and with Telia going with the bio. Who's going to be able to go out on top? And, you know, I really expect Sonic here to play very defensively, and I expect Telia to try to make something happen here. I expect him to try to be all over the place, all over the map, to do some really mobile shenanigans, to try to pick off this third, maybe to try to block the little highway here between the natural and the third with maybe like a barracks or something crazy like that, or even, you know, drop a nuke there to prevent him from moving that mech army around.
That's true. A little more Banshee harass going on here for NRS Sonic to Team Light, to Telia Light. But it looks like he's going to get down that that turret and stuff, and he's switching his starport and getting that reactor going as soon as possible. So it looks like he's going to go absolute pure bio, no tanks, no anything else, with Medivacs, which is kind of interesting. Pure bio against pure mech. I'm really excited to see the outcome of this game and just how they kind of match up with each other.
Now, Telia was able to pick off both Banshees there outside of his base, so Sonic can't be annoying with those Banshees anymore, but really, he was just using it to sort of tax the multitasking of Telia Light and distract him a little bit. But now he's got a factory with a reactor on it, making a double Hellion, and of course he's got the siege tanks coming up as we speak. He's got a ton of Hellions on the map. Almost 20 Hellions on the map if we take a look at the units tab. 21 Hellions actually. That's an incredible number of Hellions. And that's going to be able to kill that heavy bio army by NRS Sonic.
That's true, but he hasn't he hasn't yet gotten Blue Flame though, which is actually kind of interesting. When you're investing that much into mech, it's kind of weird to see you not want to do extra damage with it. And it looks like, oh my god, it looks like Telia Light is moving out with his army a little bit. Just doing a little bit of harass. And kind of scouting this in-between fourth here that they can both kind of fight for. Which is another problem with having this kind of spawn on this map.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to try to scout the timing of the fourth base, and he also wants to try to scout the timing of the fifth base. As you can see, he's moving the bio units around, just being very mobile and trying to poke and prod and be very annoying. Here's the thing though, NRS Sonic has a sensor tower, and look at this, the bio is standing right outside of the sensor tower range. So now, NRS Sonic, he's going to know about this. He's going to know that this bio is hanging out here. He's going to have to move to intercept it. Here we go. His army is moving to take the fourth, and this is going to be a make or break time. Is Telia going to intercept? He is. He's moving the bio army down.
I don't think Telia has enough to counter this kind of army, especially with the tanks that directly counter any kind of marine bio.
Yeah.
And I think Telia really just wanted to kind of deny this fourth while getting his own fourth, which is, you know, the smart thing to do, but he just doesn't have enough, and there's no way really to infiltrate, except for right here. It looks like he has no tanks positioned here, so he can just run in, kind of stim in like he is right now, and oh my god, it looks like he's taking out a bunch of the Hellions as they're not Blue Flame. He's got the tank down, and it looks like this is going to be in favor of Telia here. He can just run in, stim in, and kill a bunch of workers right now and get the economic lead.
And this is the advantage of that bio army. You can run in here, you can do a ton of damage, you can force the siege up in a position that isn't as good for your opponent. But Sonic proving that at the end of the day, mech is stronger, but it doesn't matter. Telia
look at those reinforcements.
Instantly replenishes his army, and now he's going to be able to do this harassment over and over and over again. He's just going to be so annoying with this, and this is going to allow him to transition into the later game. As you can see, because he has map control, he's already making command center after command center. He might turn this one into a planetary, But meanwhile, he's stimming in. He wants blood. He wants to go into the natural again.
Oh
He's
my
going to
God.
kill this command center. He cancels another one, and now he wants to kill the command center at the natural. He's going to get it. He's going to kill a number of SCVs, and he's going to force the retreat back by NRS Sonic. And he's actually going to go straight into the production facilities. He's going to cancel the Blue Flame research on the tech lab. And he's doing so much damage right now. NRS Sonic, does he have an answer for this? Or is this going to be GG?
17 workers killed in the worker count down there at the natural, and it looks like the tanks are going to be sieged up and clean that up. But, I mean, that is the strength of the Bio Army. They can just re-max in an instant. Just build a bunch of barracks and just hit that A button and that D button and just max out Marine Marauder.
And meanwhile, a failed run-by here of the Hellions at the 4th of Telia Light. Telia, his reinforcements are streaming across the map. He's moving Banshees and Vikings across the map as well. He wants to end this game right now. He knows he's in an advantageous position, but Sonic, he's in a really good siege up position here, and he's going to get some free shots on those bio units.
Definitely a very nice transition to Sky Terran here by Telia Light to kind of just mess with those tanks here, because he knows he has a heavily tanked mech army, and Hellions with both can't shoot air, so it's a great idea going Banshee in this situation.
Oh, and very critically there, Telia was able to pick off both Banshees, even though he does not have the air superiority advantage. And the Vikings here for Telia Light were out of position, and they weren't able to pick off those two Vikings from Sonic. Oh my gosh, that was maybe a little bit of a misstep, and that's going to force Sonic to take these units back for now
and that's true.
Stop his aggression.
That's true, and Telia Light actually tried to do a run-by down here on Sonic's 4th, but Sonic has these perfectly positioned tanks and that planetary fortress here that just knocked out half of his bio army that he had brought down there to take out that 4th. Great play here by Sonic.
Now we can see what Telia's answer is. He wants to go for Battlecruiser. The Yamato Canyon research is already coming up. And we have another engagement here. It looks like he wants to go Sky Terran, the Battlecruiser coming in. He wants to cause a lot of damage, but a Thor shot goes off. Oh my gosh, it does so much damage. Where's the fusion core? Is the fusion core dancing? Oh, it finished dancing.
It finished. Telia getting his 5th now and dropping 3 more starports, which means he's definitely going. Oh my god, he's taking out the 4th of Sonic. Just like that.
Incredible, Tara.
Oh.
Wow, what an incredible run by Telia Light, smelling that his units were out of position. He picks off one of the major critical mining bases, and now it's going to be all out. It's going to be Thors versus the army of Telia Light, and Telia moving in with these battle cruisers, saying, guess what, I can take on your Thors, but I don't know if this is the right decision for him right now. These battle cruisers, they're falling really quickly, and he has to retreat.
That's true. The disadvantage that Telia has trying to go Sky Terran is that he's just now getting 1-1 on his upgrades there, so he doesn't have the ship plating and the other things that he needs in order to actually combat the fully upgraded 3-3 mech army. Tech mech. Tomato, tomato. Oh my god, and it looks like Sonic is coming in to also take out God, I'm getting fatigued here. To also take out Telia Light's 4th.
Telia has a large number of mining bases right now, whereas NRS Sonic only has a couple. Meanwhile, Telia, he wants a counter. He's going to go here and check the 4th. He's going to try to pick off a couple of buildings. But Sonic, now that he's sieged up and he's wedged himself in between the 4th and the 5th and the 3rd and even the natural here, this is an incredible position. He's just going to be able to just start killing all the buildings of Telia Light. But as I say that, here comes a battlecruiser trying to do, oh, a miss rally. That battlecruiser's going to fall, and that is a critical misstep by Telia Light.
Sonic just had far too many Thors, and even though he's taking out the 3rd and the 4th of Telia Light, he does not know yet that Telia has a 5th.
Yeah, and in fact, even dropping the 6th down at this point, doing so much damage. These Thors, they're going to fall. The bio units, are they going to be able to pick this mech army from NRS Sonic off? Could this be the game? An incredible game that we've seen here by Telia Light versus NRS Sonic. Sonic calls GG.
Great game we saw there by Sonic.
Oh my god.
I really thought he was going to be able to do it, but Telia Light just overpowered him, and he has like 7 bases.
Oh my god, what a game.
That was a fun game to watch.
What a game. And we're going to go into game 3.
I was overwhelmed there.
Wait, are we going to go into game 3? I think we're going to go into game 3, right?
Yeah.
The score's 1-1?
Yeah. You're looking at, that's from last set.
I was just so stunned. That game was so good.
That was fun. I love seeing Bio versus Mech in TVT. I'm tired of the like complete mirror matches that we usually see in TVT.
Alright, the map is going to be WCS Antigua Shipyard. We're going to get the game set up, ladies and gentlemen. While we're getting the game set up, if you like what we're doing here, please follow us, like us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, and mention us in a tweet. You can mention us by tagging @GameClux in a tweet.
Yep. In the chat, when Marines and Marauders fail, more Marines and Marauders. Thank you for the invite, Dr. Zealot.
Yeah.
I am semi-oblivious to most things.
That's what we do. Sonic is ready. Is Telia ready? Telia is ready.
Let's get this game underway. Game 3 here. Telia Light versus NRS Sonic.
The game countdown has begun. We're going to be going into the game momentarily in Terra. This is some crazy high-level play. I love seeing this play. It's so good.
I actually want to see a Zerg.
I think are there any high-level Zergs left in the bracket?
I don't know.
We'll have to take a look after this game. But let's go ahead and introduce the players.
Alright, spawning in the top right position is the purple NRS Sonic Terran player.
What?
You gotta switch that view.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the pink Terran, Telia Light. Is it just me, or does that command center look more beat up than usual?
I think pink kind of shows it. That's why you get like a black car, so if you get like a scratch on it, it's not too visible.
What about a red car?
I don't think that's so-so.
Black cars is where it's at. Once you go black, you never go back.
If you want to hide not like, you know, cleaning it or anything, definitely black. And then you never go back to being not lazy. But anyway, I'm interested to see if Telia Light is going to do this same build that we've seen in every other TVT game that he's played today. Where just kind of, he does the one Rax expand and then he goes into a third early to kind of get out those extra SCVs, extra scans, and just get economically ahead. And then eventually he'll actually take his third positioning and kind of just switch between pumping out tons of Marines and not really doing anything in the beginning and just kind of droning, as you would say if you're a Zerg. And it looks like Sonic is actually going to go ahead and get that early gas again. He's going to go ahead and get that barracks, and it looks like they're kind of not really deviating from their original openings here. So maybe we'll see NRS Sonic go 1-1-1 again, with maybe with the Reaper play, maybe with not, with not.
Yeah, very critically, I think in the last game, NRS Sonic was not able to do any damage with that Reaper play. He just wasn't able to get anything out of it. Now, Telia, actually, this is a really interesting barracks placement. He's counting on the fact that the scout, if it does go in, it might try to go around this way instead of just scout directly into the base and around. So, I guess also this blocks the pathing of any scouts that want to walk into the base. So just a little bit of metagamey stuff out here by Telia Light. And in fact, here's the SCV, and it just decides to turn around and go home. It's happy with knowing that the... Oh, did he see the command center here?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did. He's happy with knowing that that command center is down.
Yeah, he's like, okay, it's safe to assume he's doing the one Rax expand again. We're probably going to see the same build, and as with him, oh, we are seeing that that factory go down, and he's doing the reactor so that he can pump out those Hellions, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty similar mech play today. Unless he's just kind of going to harass the SCVs and kind of just make his opponent think that he's going for the same build that he was going with before.
Yeah, he's going to go for those reactor Hellions, as you said, Terra.
As said Terra.
As Terra doth declare.
Yeah, we're going to go Yoda style. I don't see Tilia Light dropping his third command center. It looks like he might actually just go for a bunch of racks earlier on and just kind of veto that whole like strong economic early thing.
I would veto it too, especially with this going on.
That's true, but does he know about that?
He has no idea. He dropped it in a nice location too. It's as close as he can get it to Telia's base without being outside of his base.
That's true, and outside of any random normal logical scan paths as well.
He's actually making a medevac first. Oh, I see what he wants to do.
Drop play?
He wants
Hellion drop play.
He wants to elevator these into the main, and so... Well, is he going to tip them off first is the question.
That's true.
Yeah, he just wants to elevator these into the main, and this is kind of the stuff that you can do on WCS Antigua Shipyard because these main bases are so exposed and they have this huge edge. You can do some interesting drop play. You can do some elevators with siege, this little ledge here behind the smoke. You can do all sorts of interesting things.
Oh my god, here we go with the drop. He's building a bunker in the perfect positioning, which is kind of silly. But it looks like he's actually going to do a lot of damage with his Hellions because that bunker is not going to finish. Let's see how many SCVs he can pick off while not being killed by these remaining Marines.
Wow, this Hellion Harass is actually doing so much damage right now. Not just from the fact that he's killing the SCVs, but he's stopping the mining completely from Telia Light. And he's just going to be able to pick up and go home now.
Yeah, he saw that the bunker finished. He saw that he had a couple SCVs to put, or Marines to put in there, and he is just going to be like, nope, I'm done. I did a little bit of damage, and now I'm going to go home and expand. And he almost has his natural finished, and he's dropping down some barracks. So it looks like he's not going to go for this mech play that we've seen him do before. He's going to add in some bio there. Oh, more drop play here by the Hellions. Sonic will not give up. He is going to get some more kills.
He's just denying the mining for so long from Telia Light, and he's not taking any damage in response. This is just incredible for him right now. He's already getting STEM and Terran weapons level 1. That's just going to allow him to take this early game advantage that he might be able to push down the throat of Telia Light.
5 workers lost so far in the workers killed tab by Telia Light, which is actually kind of sad. Sonic is like, I am going to deny this super micro build or super macro build that you have here. I'm not going to let you get so economically ahead, and I'm not going to let you just spit out Marines and Marauders at the rate at which you did before. But it looks like Telia is actually going to throw in some tanks maybe as he's dropping down a factory.
Now Sonic with a bit more saturation on his natural. Economically, that's going to allow him to get just a little bit more ahead. And if we look at the workers killed tab, you see 5 workers have been killed by this Hellion Harass, and up to 12 units killed already killed by the Hellions.
Both players are pretty even on their harvesters, and it looks like Sonic is just a little bit ahead in supply. Sonic must be slipping a little bit in his SCV production if Telia was able to have the exact same amount while losing those to that drop play there. And it looks like Sonic is going for some more drop play here.
Yeah, he wants to combo these Marines with perhaps the STEM timing, which is already done. He's going to wait for the 1-1 to finish, or excuse me, just the weapons 1. And he's going to combo this with the Hellions that he already has. Where is he going to drop it and when is the question.
He sees that Tilia has these Marines spread out in different locations to kind of just get ready for these drops. But he does have a little bit more in that medevac, especially paired with those Hellions, than Tilia does up here protecting from these drops. So I'm interested to see if he's actually going to go ahead with the drop and commit, or if he's just going to go around and scout the other bases and see what Tilia is actually doing, because I haven't really seen much scouting of the other bases. The players don't really know whether or not they have thirds, fourths, and what is actually going on. Tilia Light is getting his third as of right now, and he's got, it looks like he's going Marine, Marauder, and Medevac. Maybe just Marine, Medevac, and Tank.
Now Sonic did do a little scouting with this factory before he added the tech lab onto it. Now Tilia, very afraid of these drops. He's really scared of these drops. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 turrets going up on the edge of his base, and he knows that this is the kind of play that can really set you back on Antigua Shipyard. Now we've heard from a lot of high-level Terran players that it can be really hard to go mech on this map. So as you can see from Sonic, going bio on this map, even though he loves that mech play.
Absolutely, Dr. Zealot. And switching it up can definitely win you and get your player to kind of be off, because he's playing for what you've been playing in the last couple games, but it looks like he's just going to go ahead and play toward what the map tells you to play toward, and just play that bio, push that hard, and hopefully just damage Tilia Light's economy enough so that he can get ahead.
Oh, but Terra, he wants some blood. He's gonna just stomp down in here. He's gonna try to prevent the third from Tilia Light.
Oh, and he stims in. Oh my God!
Engagement right now. There's so many medevacs right now for NRS Sonic, and he's just gonna follow these back all the way to the base.
That tank could not siege yet. Oh my God, it looks like Sonic is actually gonna do this, and GG was called by Tilia Light. Very nice bio switch up by Sonic.
Wow.
Great
Sonic
game.
Taking an incredible game. Wow. I can't. Wow. He blew my mind with that bio play.
That was nice. I loved that, just like Hellion opening that's like, hey, I'm going mech again, probably, as you've seen it in the last 2 games. I've been doing this. And then to just kind of switch right there and be like, I'm going to play up Antigua Shipyard, I'm going to play up my opponent not really scouting and seeing what's going on, and I'm just going to damage his economy and then go in there with that bio army and just screw you up. Very nice play by Sonic.
Yeah, and the ending of that game there was just such a good read by Sonic. Sonic knew throughout the whole game exactly what Tilia had. So he knew at a particular point in time that once he had enough Marines, once he had STEM, once he had enough upgrades, that he'd be able to just walk across the map, and if he was able to snipe certain things, he would just be able to just completely roll across the face of Tilia. It was just...
face roll.
Yeah. It was just so well done. It was so well executed. It was a thing of beauty to watch.
And ladies and gentlemen, we know about the mic difference. It's just that I have to keep remembering to put the mic up a little bit farther away from my mouth, because for some reason the drivers of the Plantronics headsets actually negate the drivers of your SteelSeries ones. I think that was the issue. So when we're working off of the same computer as we are right now, it's kind of something we can't really fix.
Yeah, but next time we will have the same headsets. That's something that I plan to do for the future casts that you see here at GameClux. So don't worry about that for now. Anyway, let's actually go to the bracket. Let's take a look at how we're doing here at the GameClux October Monthly.
Was that a best of 3? It was supposed to be a best of 3, right?
It was a best of 3.
Okay, so...
yeah, they, I believe...
so Sonic did take
won it
that then.
2-1. Sonic took it 2-1. So Sonic, he is gonna advance here to the grand final. He will be up in the grand final, and whoever wins the loser bracket final is gonna have to face him. Now, the next games that we cast are all gonna be from the loser bracket until we get to the grand final later here in the night. It looks like Huang Po has already beaten KR and Newbie, and we're waiting for the result between Bath and Apes, which we saw earlier, and Nameless, who Nameless was our Platinum and Diamond League champion. So it'll be really interesting to see if Nameless is able to take out a Masters player who is Bath and Apes. And whoever the winner is of all of this good stuff here is eventually going to be able to face Sonic in the grand finals. But don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be right back with some more StarCraft 2 action here at the Game Cluck StarCraft 2 October Monthly. That's such a mouthful. I keep saying that.
I know. You gotta make sure that the viewership knows what exactly we stand for here. And that is esports at Game Clucks in October, and we do this monthly.
Well said.
Gotta break it down.
I could break it down.
It feels so weird. I'm sitting up straight and you're slouching, so it looks like I'm really tall. I'm like freaked out. Oh.
Ugh.
There we go.
Yeah, now I'm so manly. Dr. Zealot muscles just showing off.
And with that, it's my cue to take a quick break.
We're going to go to a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We're going to put the brackets up and some music for you. We'll be right back in a few minutes.